Ooh, die roll. Yes, please. Great hand. I made a few changes, very few. I think main deck I just replaced 4 mana Teferi was in our set. And then sideboard I... I adapted the deck a bit for the Field of the Dead decks. My red settle should be pretty good in this matchup. I'll just say go. Doesn't feel very good to say go here. Yeah, just playing our set. I was hoping to maybe find second frantic inventory. I wonder if they have a way to burst the ferry here. I'm also really not in a rush to do that much. So they're playing what? Either they're just playing White Red Phoenix or some brew. Hey Wanja, they did clean up Bud, lots of bans. We'll see how it'll, it's kind of cool to see how mass bans across a bunch of formats work out. The problem with Standard, where they ban 4 cards, is that it's only giving you the format for what, 2 or 3 months. So it's probably going to be hard to tell if it leads to a good format, because it's hard for a format to get stale in 2 or 3 months. If I lose my Teferi, it's not a big deal. It paid for itself. You have 4. You don't have to treat Teferi like it's your, you know, just most prized possession or something. It's okay against aggro to trade like, basically trade a turn for a turn. The later you get in the game, the better it should be for you, especially when you have frantic inventory in your deck, I guess. Kind of weird game. They're really not pressuring me that much. I think I can play the Triome here since I have a bunch of Mind Stones anyways I can sack. Could backfire, but it's unlikely. Hey everyone. Morning. Well, for me, afternoon. Hey Makis. Yeah, they must be playing Fetter, just like pretty weak draw Fetter. So Shark Typhoon's probably only good if it's a 5/5 because of Reckless Rage, and right now I can make a 5/5. Don't want to scatter that, don't want to shatter. I guess I'll just use scatter because it fits the curve. I can maybe hard cast Shark Typhoon because when I cast Shatter, it's going to draw me a card. That could be a play. White red, how can it backfire? Hard cast or make a 6. Probably if I make a 6/6, I can't even block because they're just gonna pay for life. Reckless Rage. I could start racing. guess I have to manually tap here. Everyone's favorite. The hardcast Shark Typhoon. Light of Hope main deck. Yeah, it is a spell you get back was Phoenix. I guess with Reclamation gone, it is like pretty unlikely. Ride or Die says I was playing Standard earlier. Green-White Adventuralist from June SCG was awesome, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be playing much Standard. It feels like the main reason to play Standard right now is these SCG tournaments. But I've no interest in them especially, and yeah. So I guess I should Shatter here. Do they have a ways to make Feather indestructible? Do they play them? They could at least like maybe Defiant Strike because they get to draw a card of the Shatter. Oh, they do. They have Fight as one. So they can save their dude. And they get to draw a card. That's pretty brutal. It's kind of nice that I drew Island. I don't have to give my settle away. Target human. It's +1/+1 indestructible. Yeah, that's perfect for them. I mean, you gotta expect they're gonna have something. Alright, I don't think they have anything for that. I don't think they have like something. They would need something that gives them hexproof. I don't know if such a thing exists. Alright, they're gonna get a little value. So they're doing that just for the scry, because why not? I mean, they're giving away the Dev Gods Welding in hand, but scry is probably more valuable for them. So my Shadow the Sky is pretty bad. I might just play it for 4 next turn. Just basically it's 4 mana cycle. Kind of sad, but... Alright, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's kind of crazy how well these aggro decks can grind with control decks. Crazy / a bit sad. Well, that was bad. If I was, I don't know. I played Castle without thinking. Should LSCF played Hallowed Fountain? I guess I'll sag this right now. And I have a decision. I think I just have to say go. They have so few creatures in their deck. Oh, they really have so few creatures in their deck. I guess I was not joking. Oh, you know what? I could have just cast a Shark Typhoon and had Absorb up, right? I think either is fine. I mean, both plays are pretty good. Like, I can't... Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can't really lose. They just don't have a creature right now. And I'm going to draw more counter spells. I'm going to draw counter spells faster than they draw creatures. Well, I should draw counter spells faster than they draw creatures, but who knows? Alright, Sealowin, Glass Casket's pretty solid against them. Gust is decent. Scatter is good. Brazen Bar might be good enough. Veto might be good enough. ECD might be good enough. Shatter the Sky's pretty mediocre. Between Vanguard and indestructible spells. Alright, I don't think the negates make a ton of sense. How desperate am I for cheap removal? I already have 2 Caskets, 2 Sealaways, 2 Gusts. Considering boarding out Shatter the Sky. These search is not super good because I guess they have they have a bunch of targets for Seal Away. I can board out 1 Field of Ruin in matchups on the draw where Field of Ruin doesn't do anything. I'm going to keep in Brazen Bar. I guess I'm not going to do ECD. I'm not going to do Narset. No, I didn't stick around to watch Sidetrack stream yesterday. I think I went to bed like, I don't know, I didn't watch anyways. Just shipped the viewers and ran. Alright, should be pretty easy if they don't have a turn 2 play. Am I gonna have to shock myself? Not necessarily. I don't think I want to play my Gadwick too soon. I don't love my spot. I should just seal away on my turn. Oh, that went well. Or not. Kind of scary. We could just hit it to Fairy. I really need to stop doing that. Yeah. Must be nice. Must be freaking nice. Alright, Brazen Bar on Teferi is kind of nice. I was gonna say they're thinking, it looks like they have Reckless Rage plus a pump spell. That's fine. Makes their Fetter way worse now if they top deck Fetter. I guess if they have a bunch of robbers and stuff, I should keep in Shatter the Sky maybe. I have Blazon on 2. If I can live. That was probably a decent draw. Alright, I think we need to start by bouncing to Fairy here. It's just getting a little rough. Don't really own a Glass Casket if I'm going to have to Blast Zone. I could do Teferi plus Shark Typhoon. I guess I can't really play Teferi this turn. Free mana for Blast Zone. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. I think I'm just going to Shark Typhoon for 1. Oh, they're playing around Settle, nice. Man, I could Shark Typhoon for 4. It's really good if they don't have a Reckless Rage. Like, how many Reckless Rage did they leave in against a control deck? Can I do Teferi plus Blazon next turn if I want to? 5 for Teferi. Pump the Blast Zone, play a land, sack the Blast Zone. I actually can. I'll lose my Mind Stone though. The Greed. The Uber Greed play. Alright, let's Greed. That's the problem. When you start playing around Settle, then all of a sudden you get owned by other cards. Like I don't think you can play around Settle when I have 7 cards in hand there and the Blast Zone in play, but and I could be wrong. Alright, I guess I don't really need to Blast Zone anymore. I'm gonna try and get rid of Feather. Only have 1 card left. Okay. So I can Teferi plus and have mana for Settle. Seems good. Oliveira, the Mind Sculpture. Is that the TMS for? Wants me to give them 20. It's been a while. I could do 20 push-ups. It's not that hot today. It's supposed to get super hot later this week. We're actually supposed to go 4 days on vacation, see some friends, but we decided to just stay because it's going to be so hot anyway. So I figured we're just going to go there and have to like sit inside because it'd be like ungodly hot outside anyway. So yeah. I'm just going to use my Settle, I think. I've been grinding with this deck. I went all through Platinum with Steamer Reclamation in Historic. Kind of pretty stock version. And then I think I went through 2 tiers of Diamond yesterday, more or less, was Blue-White. Been doing pretty good against all the different aggro decks. Played against Gruul a bunch yesterday. Also the one Field of the Dead deck I played against. Alright, good games. That goes first. Always scary these hands. You're on the draw and you don't start playing until their 3rd turn. Hello. Start good push-ups, yeah. I actually didn't go as low as I usually go on the first like 15 or so. I usually just go till my nose touches the floor, more or less. Alright, 1 priest in play. Not too bad. Title of the books, it's There's like a lot of Liz's books from when she was in college. Just a lot of math stuff and science stuff. And then there's a bunch of dictionaries. And then there's a bunch of her books from when she was learning French. And then there's like a bunch of like poker books. Oh. Play on them. And then yeah. Stuff about math, electrical engineering and stuff. Mostly her books. Yeah, I didn't scam the push-ups for once, I know. It's kind of scary to counter that, but I think I just have to. If they have a Corval next turn, it's kind of ugly. Those are good push-ups. Thank you. I think my arms are a bit too wide, but I could Field of Rune. I could load up the Blast Zone. It's not even clear I want to load up the Blast Zone, though. 2 gets trailed, but then I'll lose the option of blowing up an oven. But they don't have oven. We know that. They don't have a cat yet. The Blast Zones have been really good. The Blast Zone is so much better when you have 5 mana to Fairy. And you get to, you know, just untap the lands. It's so much more efficient. So if I blow up... Blowing up one of their lands doesn't do a ton for me. I guess it's just... Oh. I was going to say play Blast Zone and give myself the option, and I just played Island. Alright, great. No big deal. Did I go to university? I did, but I dropped out. I like finished my first 2 years. Yeah, kind of wish I'd been able to load a Blast Zone there, but whatever. And then I just got stuck in the 3rd year. I just kept failing the 3rd year for... I think I failed the 3rd year 4 times, 4 years straight. So then I started playing poker and just... I was already pretty lazy, and I got even lazier and just didn't do much. It was not very hard. I probably could have like passed pretty easily, and I think I even like... I might have like skipped final exams to go to the World Series of Poker. I don't remember exactly, but whatever. Do I still play poker? No. I quit... I always forget it. 3.5 years ago? I think I quit in 2017. And I started streaming, and I don't really miss it. I was just not very happy for the last 6 months to a year of playing online poker. I was pretty miserable, but I was doing it because I still had my contract with Poker Stars and I was still winning. And then I lost my contract with Poker Stars and I had like a downswing in 2017 and I was like kind of off it, I guess. I decided to give streaming a shot. What did I study? I studied something called... First I did MIAS, which is Mathématiques et Informatique appliquée aux sciences. It's math and informatic applied to science. So basically like math and some learning how to program a bit, how to code. They used to teach us C++. That was like 20 years ago. And then I switched to math applied to social sciences, which is basically statistics. But I didn't make a difference. Alright, they appear not to care about my Blast Zone. They are getting value though. Every loop they do, they get a card back, so it's kind of paying for itself in some ways. So it's not the worst way. But I don't think you want to play the second oven though. Because I kind of have to like sag the Blast Zone anyways. Either on 1 or 2. They probably just They're probably not realizing what they're doing here at this point. Like playing the second one, you could kind of justify it. But now it's pretty clear they're just like messing up. I don't hate using the seal away here. Maybe math was a problem? No, I always liked math. It was always my favorite when I was in school. Now the problem was I was lazy and I was like doing too well at Magic and poker to care anymore. I don't know about too well, but you know, I was doing okay for myself. All right, let's sack that right away. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I was on board, but I guess I'll play castle and get myself a 1/1. I mean, it protects my Teferi for now. It's kind of nice. -3 ovens. The one thing the Jund deck doesn't do is get back cards from their graveyard. So once they're gone, they're gone. If you can somehow deal with like a bunch of their stuff, that's good for me because they're probably gonna bring back the other dude. You should bring back Ghost Rider first, probably. Oh, a priest. Okay. That plays nicely into my shatter. I don't want to make a token. I'm going to shatter anyway, so the real question is, do I want to sack Mind Stone? 1, 2, 3. So if I sack Mind Stone, next turn I have 8 mana. I have 6 on my turns. So really I only need 3 mana, because I need Shatter plus Absorb. Is what I really need. Alright, am I going to make a 2/2 Shark Typhoon? Am I supposed to say good game when they say good game here? Is that the polite thing to do? I don't know. Alright, I guess I don't know why I think about it so much. I'll just play an island and see what happens. I was considering trying to play Hallowed Fountain Tab, but who cares? Oh well. Alright, good game. Kind of weird. I mean, I was in good shape, but I don't think that game was over by any means. Definitely won that. Definitely won that. I think Gust is good enough. I think you want Veto in the cage. Brazen Bar. Pretty bad against the Devil. My one Casket. My one Timely. Might one Scatters. I think Seal Away is pretty bad. I think Narset. The nice thing about Narset in this matchup is that sometimes you get double value out of it. And if I'm bringing EC, it's nice to have more Planeswalkers. I think Settle's pretty bad in this matchup. I think Timely's just not good enough. Could trim Shark. I could trim a Shatter. Four Scatter and 2 Glass Caskets, a bit much. But they have a bunch of creatures that have a come into play effect. Maybe I don't need Glass Casket. Sorcery speed's kind of cuts. I'll cut Narset on the draw again. It's nice against Corvold, the Def Corvold. But not always play Corvold right now. I'll cut like some Typhoons. I'll cut Narset, I guess. It's nice against the Priest too. I don't know. Last few cuts is pretty tough. Do you think Historic will ever become a paper format? Probably. I don't see why not. Alright, easy mulligan. Just have to keep. And probably get rid of Shark Typhoon. It's too much Dirtling. I could get rid of Teferi too. Nice. Hey, Andrew. Oh, look at that. The value. I think in this hand you probably want to do inventory first. Uh-oh. That's going to be a fast Crocsat. Crocsat's 5 cards. Alright, I can bring it back next turn. That's like pretty big beating. I need an Essence Scatter. Real bad. That ain't it. Yes, yes, nice, I know. Alright, at least I can play Teferi next turn. Maybe they don't have the land. They only have 3 cards left. Hey, Felix. You think paper will ever be a format again? Oh, it plays nicely into my intervention. I'm not going to play Teferi though, obviously. Dodging Andrew's question. So Andrew's question was pretty interesting. Would you be doing double Master's Drafts if there was a living weapon card that gave horsemanship? And the answer is still no. Do you think we can play the Jumpstart Choose Land in free color control decks like Ban and Esper, which don't have Triomes? Interesting. So basically you're playing that over Temples because they always come into play tapped. And they're blue X. I think that sounds better than Temples, actually. But the problem is in Historic, you don't play Temples. You just play Shock lands and check lands. This way you have like all your lands that come into play untapped and you can curve out and... Yeah, I think maybe these lands are better than Temples. But I don't know if you want lands that come into play tapped. Andrew said I played with these thriving lands in field decks and they were pretty bad. Yeah, the scry's pretty huge in decks where you're playing 30 lands and whatnot. 32 lands. I could see it. I could see them being better than Temple, but I already didn't have Temples in my historic mana basis, so I'm not sure that's saying much. Alright, I don't really want to sack my... I want to just shatter, right? I want to just shatter for now. Don't I just intervention right away? While they're tapped out so they don't kill my Mind Stone? Maybe. Oh, it's nice to have basic 4 so they can definitely not bring back. Yeah, I think I might just do that. So I could do it for free, so I can get rid of Vines, Witch's Oven, and 1 food. I mean, when else am I gonna do it? Alright, they're just done. I really wish Esper had a Triome, yeah. I think Triomes are just massive upgrades for all these decks. Like, Jeskai 1 doesn't matter that much just because Jeskai is pretty underwhelming.